Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sailor Agenda, and this is my Let's Play of Wargame Red Dragon. We continue the Second Korean War campaign, having just repulsed one assault on Daejeon as we attempt to repel the other North Korean attack at Wonju. We held our ground, I'll have to take it. So now the question is, can we hold out over in Wonju? I don't have any Hornets here, and they have, to be fair, a much lesser force of heavy tanks, only the 16 Chalmaho 5s and 64 T-62Ds. Yeah, Super Tentards would be quite handy. Or anything, I could drop the Japanese anti-tank guys in here too. The reinforcements are not that substantial. Well, it's a lot of infantry. And them not having infantry, these aren't good infantry, but if they had a better combined arms force, they'd be much more dangerous. Although I could also pull something out of the Seoul garrison, maybe. Although it's pretty shattered. Well, let's see about this. I did save, right? Okay. I mean, the good news is... Oh, what the hell? Huh. I don't know why. Maybe because they suffered a total defeat in the last battle I fought here. But they are not starting with a reinforcement sector. And they don't really have any AA. Which means all I need to do is plant these 5 attack helicopters right here. And they'll probably never take a reinforcement sector. Yeah. I think it's probably because their support force, I won a total victory over the last time they attacked here, and that just left just the tanks behind, but damn. You know, if we can win a total victory here, that would actually... they can use it if they want, actually. Ooh, I forgot about that, in fact. Good point. Okay. I'm gonna have to split my attack helicopters then or something. I was kind of thinking the same way as you, but no, that's not actually how it works. So, we're gonna have to send some there. We're gonna have to send some up here. All it takes is to kill the command vehicles that they start with. And they're dead. So... I assume they'll have heavy tanks coming down towards me as well. I will put everything I can here to try to stop them. Although that's not that much, but... I mean, I have infantry, but... it's not really the battle we're fighting right now. And let's hope that's enough dug-in K1s to do something. You can't until they secure a reinforcement point. So the goal is stop them from securing a reinforcement point. I think if they're gonna, well, they could get to Yongjok via that too. We're gonna park up on top of this mountain and hope they don't make it. Then the other question is, I guess, how many tanks did they start with? Because if there's like 20 tanks about to blitz down here, that's gonna be a problem. Because I have 6. And that's really pretty much all I got. We have 8 total K1s. What is that? I think that was a command tank, so we just saved that sector at the last second there, if that's what that was. But they can't spawn more command tanks, so however many they had at the start is what they've got. Yes. Interesting. That's a fun factoid about the Cobra gun. Okay, T-62s, that I'm not worried about. We can kill those all day. They are not a match for K1s, obviously. Okay, so then, if I have cut them off, I guess the question is how long do I sit and wait? Problem is I can't really spare... Like, if I had 4 more attack helicopters that could go in down the middle, that would be nice, but I don't, so... Oh, damn it, my recon car. And well, I have 1 more. Let's try not to die, buddy. Sucks to be a T-62 right now. How are we doing? Any damage? Not really. One of you took 1 hit to the frontal armor. Alright, I'm gonna leave these to hold here. I'm gonna fly up to the top of this mountain and see if I can see anything in this valley. I mean, there's no cover really. And it just depends how many command tanks they have. If they've got them scattered all over like the back of this, as a player probably would, they could last forever, but I doubt they do. There's probably 1 hiding in here somewhere. Okay, they have an FOB. That's another tank. I couldn't tell. I think that was a T-62. What's that? That looked like a supply truck or something. That is definitely more. Oh. Hey, I found the command tank and I killed it. Well, they retreat. And yeah, they lost 13 T-62s and 2 command things. And can they retreat? Yes, they can. Okay. I kind of thought they shouldn't be allowed to, but oh well. They retreat. They lose all their morale and cohesion at least. And for this turn, we'll hold Wonju. So that was a pretty damn successful turn, actually. We defeated the attacks on Seoul and Wonju completely, and they took a lot of losses in the attack on Daejeon. Now, they still have a lot more forces than me on the board, but hopefully... Oh, that's weird. Okay. I didn't expect them to split their force up here, actually. Now, technically they can probably beat up on this flotilla of mine, but on the other hand, they don't have, I mean, that's 40% or so of the Kuznetsov's escort, so if I beat this force up separately, that would make it a lot easier to take Kuznetsov down. And then, what else? Okay, nothing came at Seoul. I still have to be weary of this tank regiment up here, but I can probably... Oh, they did send 2 regiments over here, though. That can be an issue. Although we can also retreat, but yeah. So they put more... Yeah, I mean, there's going to be more attack helicopters, and anti-air and stuff in here. Where the artillery? The artillery are falling back. That's weird. But it's basically going to be the same battle again, to be honest. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Oh, yes. Well, no. They fell back, and then... Yes, I killed their last command vehicle. They retreated. I pushed end turn, and now they're attacking again. So that's fun. Oh boy, now they have infantry, too. Oh wait, I forgot. It's the same deal, though. They retreated. The tank regiment can't actually attack in the same turn, so... If they attack during the turn, we might be able to kick their ass. Holy shit, 12 SU-7s? Although they kind of suck, but... I hope they attack during the turn, because that would give me a much better shot at dividing and conquering. Alright, anyway. The immediately pressing news is that on the naval front, first of all, the Chinese did reinforce 2 divisions to attack Foch, so we might have to retreat here. We'll see. And the separate surface ship division of the Kuznetsov escort has come down to engage this escort flotilla. Not yet. This is still their turn, technically. We are being attacked here. So I guess the question is, can I hold out over here? Ooh. They have 8... Oh, they've sent the Kuznetsov's aircraft in. Oh no, they're not even. They're just attached to this surface ship division. That's weird. But that's a big problem. Okay, I'm gonna fall back on the Enterprise. I don't want to fight that battle. Okay, now... Do I want to fight this battle? I have 8 Lafayettes. They have a total of 20 frigates of various types, plus Moskites. They actually outranged the lot. Okay. I don't think I want to fight this battle either, to be honest with you. So we're all gonna fall back and await the arrival of the Ark Royal. Oh boy. Yeah, exactly. Oh boy. Well, the good news here is they didn't bring in their infantry regiment for whatever reason. Maybe just to cover their flank, because technically my Soul Force could surround them. But, ooh, in fact, if I was to call in one of the Japanese paratroop regiments, we could surround them, and that would be pretty spectacular. But it's a question of barely holding Daejeon right now. Oh! You know what else I could do is... The Seoul attack helicopter battalion here could jump across to Sokch. That's what we're going to have to try to do. Because attack helicopters have a broken movement range, if I moved these, like, 12 SEALs across to Sokcho, anything retreating from here would just be automatically destroyed. And that would be beautiful. Yeah. The problem, though, is this right now. Even though we did just inflict a lot of losses on them, they still appear to have another 47 Chalmaho 5s and 10 T-90Ss. Plus, they've got Iglas, Pongais, Spogs, Shilkas, 21 various attack helicopters, 4 F-5s. No infantry, though. Too much. Way too much. In fact, they have more, because they brought these Iglas in. I mean, the Pongais are by far the most dangerous. Then I didn't ever bring out more after I killed 2 of them last time, but... I mean, I got no... Also, all my best infantry are gone. Like, we're dependent on Yebigun now with super bazookas. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to do our best here. We're pretty much gonna have to keep attempting this until we don't lose completely, because even if that means hiding a vehicle, like, back in here or something, because the whole South Korean Air Force is based out of here, and we cannot afford to lose those, so... Alright. I guess I should bring... Okay. I want to try to hold this position, because this was a better defensive position. Fortunately, okay, we have some Jigsaw Ban left. Other than that, I mean, we have Red Eye, Mistral. What are these versus the K263s? Well, these are actually better. But... Well, there's a lot of helicopters, so okay. Maybe I'll even bring a couple dudes with stingers, but then I'm gonna need a lot of these. Like, all of them that I have. Great. Something should probably be back here to cover him, huh? Do I need this FOB? Probably not, but it's not that bad an expense. Hold up, I can't waste 10 seconds here. Get you guys into this forest. You guys need to all move up and get forted up as quickly as possible. My understanding is holding the interior buildings is smarter, as far as having a chance of not instantly getting blown away by tanks goes, so that's what we're going to try to do.
지시를 기다리는 중입니다. 지시를 기다리는 중입니다.
Oh, wait, are those the F5s? Huh. I didn't even really expect them to call those out. But they just died, so goodbye. That's a bunch of tanks already, isn't it? Looks like it. That's a scout helo too. Maybe take that out. Okay, while you're here. Oh hell, that's Sam. Okay, bail. Actually, that Sam is perilously close to the front. Points income is so low. I could really use a prowler or something, but... Okay, hold up. The Iglas are currently in the middle of the river. I think they probably are gonna have trouble salming at us while they're doing that. Never mind, they did, but we killed one anyway.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Is that the other Igla? Yeah. Try to kill them.
I'm making an attack run.
that was their immediate air cover. So that's good. The first wave of our infantry is almost dead already, which is bad. And there's clearly a lot of tanks up here. Oh, damn, got one.
전쟁이 안 날 거라고 하더니. 적 발견.
Oh, no, I never unloaded those.
적이 사거리에 들어온다면 우리도 마찬가지란 말이지.
Bye. Those T-90s are expensive. I like killing those. So far, we're stalling them pretty well, but it's only been 4 minutes. So... I'm gonna keep trying to down these recon choppers as much as possible, because... the AI does weird things sometimes when it's blind. That had to hurt a little at least. Little, I don't know. I was actually hoping they'd come at me more with the attack helicopters. That's why I had all this AA up here, but... Ooh, you are out of missiles, by the way, and should probably fall back. Good shooting by the Jigsaw bomb. Set. Yeah, but I really need more infantry.
적이 사거리에 들어온다면 우리도 마찬가지란 말이지.
I feel like I need to micro the Prowler a little more, actually. Does not have their radar on, or?
Let's spot. Brace yourself. Flying in.
Shut down a recon chopper.
Checklist completed.
Must be radar off or something. Oh, they're infrared. Oh shit, then that's just not gonna work. Yeah. Nothing's actually radar-based these days, what the hell? Alright, well we got both of them anyway, so good strike by the Hornets.
전쟁이 안 날 거라고 하더니.
So far, we're kicking their asses hard here, actually. Unfortunately, this whole flank is pretty well out of infantry, which is bad, because I don't have any replacements, really. However, I think they only had 4 Iglas, so those are all dead. Maybe they had 6, but 6 at most. So we've taken a chunk out of their AA. But they had 6? Okay, well. 4 out of 6 is a pretty good start, though. Oof. The Pong guys are sort of somewhere. I guess we'll worry about those when it comes to it. Okay. Good news is we've killed 2,000 points worth of them. And we're 8 minutes in, so we're on track to win. You're probably right, I think. Bad news is this whole flank of infantry has been like wiped out, and I am out of reserve infantry, so... Oh, not a lot. Only 1 or 2. A lot more Chamaho 5s, probably 10, more than 10. 12 to 16, probably. Not a lot of T90s. The good news is, honestly, for these purposes, because they're not engaging my tanks, the T90s are only barely more dangerous than the Chamaho 5s. Like, they're both basically impervious to these super bazookas, and both both pretty dead against Hornets, so the T90s are kind of like free extra points, honestly. Nice shot. Load back up. I think you can make the rest of the trip now. You only need to kill about... it's going to be more than 17 because of rounding. One more good wave of like 16 or so of them wiped out, and we would pretty much have this. Hey, why no texture? There we go. And if they're getting weird and throwing them forwards in 1 and 2s, we could probably start celebrating. But I've seen it before. Like, usually they're smart enough that a gap like this means that they're massing for a bigger attack. There's another one in there, but I don't see it right now.
Target in sight.
There's one. Or that one.
Target in sight. Adjusting aim.
It's something, Betty. Bang. That wasn't hitting something. Actually slightly damaged him with the rockets. Good job, guys. Hornet's got it from here.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense. Flying in, weapons hot.
It is weird how little air defense they have. At this point, if I were them, like, this whole bank of the river at least would be, like, lined with Pong guys, but apparently not.
Sky is ours.
I'm gonna go hunting for Pong guys, actually. It's possible that we could get kills on them. Damn. Super Bazooka's actually stunned him. I'm so proud of you.
Sky is ours.
There's another one.
Someone need a guardian angel?
I haven't seen any hide nor hair of them, but there's a good chance that there's 1 or 2 over here somewhere. Nada. And we'll scout out over here. Nope. found one. Got one. Got two. Goodbye. Nicely done, Prowlers. Okay. I actually did just pick off 2 pawn guys, so that's a, I think they might have had 6 of those left too, but that's 2 less. Also, their tanks are being weird. They're not really... They seem to be just sending them as soon as they call them in or something, like one by one. Which is, honestly, usually they're a little smarter than that, but...
It's gonna rain down on them crawlers.
But, you know what? This could actually be that thing I said about... Remember I mentioned they get dumb when they don't have any recon left? Well, I think they're out of recon, so... They might not really know where I am. Like, they might be not spotting all this infantry with every attack. So, then they just get confused. I don't really have anything else I can call in. I guess I could call in mortars or something, but...
Targeted. Just in case.
It would be nice to have some recon of my own, but no.
I'm making an attack run.
God. In this kind of situation, it's actually crazy how cheap the Hornets are, because this is... 9 more Chalmahos and they're done. I actually just hope at this point that 9 actually show up, because if they don't, then we just have a draw again, which is really not what I'm going for.
Target in sight. Just in case. I'm making an attack run.
Come on, we know there's
Flying
one more in
weapons
there.
hot. Flying in, weapons hot.
Is that a tank? That's moving kind of fast. It would be very nice if 2 more teammates showed up. Need about 7, 8 kills maybe even.
The captain and his...
I mean, they just keep coming, to be fair. It's pretty steady, but the timing is going to be tight. What is that? That's not a tank. If anything, I think that's
Hope the
another
enemy
recon
don't have any air
car.
defense.
I'm going to try to sneak forward and kill that with infantry.
Someone need a guardian angel?
That is a recon car. Kill that before they figure out
I'm
what they're
making an
doing with
attack
it.
run.
적이 사거리에 들어온다면 우리도 마찬가지란 말이지.
Someone need a guardian angel?
I saw you there, tank. Where are you at? There you are. Oh, yep, come on. Spot him. Spot him. Okay, he wasn't really spotted, but he died anyway.
Let's fly.
And there's the next one. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. I think I found the Iglis. It was definitely the Iglis, but... And they missed a lot, but... that could have been bad. 4 minutes. I need to kill, like... 5 tanks, probably.
Checklist completed. Ready to go.
And I know there's one there.
Flying in, weapons
There's the second one.
on my way to coordinates. Out.
Come on. So, no, don't circle that way. That way is bad now.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Unfortunately, the Iglis are infrared, so I don't think the Prowlers will be able to do anything about them.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense.
Come on. Give me...
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Oh. He's pretty good at getting hits without actually having a solid spot. I mean, the missile should be able to do its own
On my way
seeking,
to
to be fair.
coordinates. Out.
3 more. At the current rate, that should be
Brace yourself
definitely
for
happening,
flying in.
but we'll see. Oh, Hey, that's an Igla.
Brace yourself, we're flying in.
Alright, take a shot at it. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing coming this far forward. Oh, there's two. Okay. Nice. Scratch one. Was that artillery? What the hell was that?
It's gonna rain down on them crawlers.
Alright, you got one missile left. Could you use it to kill that tank? Because we got 2 minutes and I need to kill 2 tanks.
Let's hope the enemy don't have any air defense.
Good news is they're now out of Iglas. And they don't seem to be bothering with their shilkas and stuff, which they should be. I mean, if they knew what they were doing, they would have all of their AA
Heading
out
to
by
getting
now.
grid reference.
It's crazy that they don't. But nope, nope. What the hell was that? Come on, 1 minute. You know what?
지휘관님, 모병이 대체 뭘 할
We're
수
gonna just have to
있겠습니까?
get a little aggressive with the infantry here, because I need 2 dead tanks in the next minute, please. I don't know if the infantry are gonna be able to take care of him or not. Oh, the Hornet did. There's the next one. Kill one of those, and I win. Goodbye. That is the most appallingly one-sided victory I've seen in a while. We did lose pretty much most of the remainder of our Yebagoon and the last of our Jigsaw-Hwagi-Ban. But other than cheap infantry and 1 K-30 Biho, that's all we lost, and we killed... My god, a lot of Chamaho 5s. We did down 2 F5s as well. We killed all 6 Iglas, I believe. We killed 2 Pong guys. We killed 1 T-90, and we killed... I don't know. Somebody will have to go back and check the tape on how many exactly... I think they started with 47, to be honest with you. Yeah, so we killed 34 Chamaho 5s, which is so many. So apparently we're not even going to win this by breaking their morale. They are just out of tanks now. They're down to 22 heavy tanks left. They have all these helicopters too, but yeah. 13th Anti-Air Company is destroyed, so that's the, well, that's the Iglas, I think. Yeah, they are actually gone. And with a total victory, they are going to have to retreat up to Chuncheon. Thanks for watching, sailors. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or subscribing. New parts will be up every other day for the most part. Or you can watch live on Twitch once a week. Have a nice day, sailors. This is Sea Lord Jenda, signing off.